Just a few years ago, I was in a 9-to-5 job that I felt unfulfilled by, and I dreamed of living abroad while running a successful business. And now, here I am just a few years later out in Montenegro with this stunning view on the balcony, as I'm now officially a digital nomad. So this is the first video of my series that I'm going to be doing from abroad, and I'm going to be explaining my journey today from how I went from being into that 9-to-5 unfulfilling job into getting to the position that I'm in today. So if you're new to the channel, my name is James Eardley, and I've generated over 7 figures in sales with my e-commerce business, and that's allowed me the time and location freedom to create videos like this on my YouTube channel to help you to achieve the same success. So firstly, I want to take you back in time to my job, and I can feel those feelings very clearly and vividly of being unfulfilled, unsatisfied, and not excited about the future of where that job was leading me. And that 9-to-5 job, I was working at a housing association in my local town, and there was just something nagging at me saying that it wasn't where I wanted to be. I'd look at people ahead of me a few years, and I knew I didn't want to be in that position. I think the key moment for me was really looking at people a few years ahead of me in my career path that I was on and not being excited about going in that direction. And instead, I started to see things on social media and start to read books that opened my eyes to a different way of living. And that one book that made a big difference was called The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. And after reading that, I got absolutely fixed on this idea of designing your own dream lifestyle and being able to design how much you work and how much you live, and being able to design that little work-life balance in your favor. And so I got hooked on the idea of how could I generate a business that would generate income for me that wasn't dependent on my constant attention on making that money and being tied to working for a certain amount of hours in order to get that money. And I also wanted to have money that would come in no matter where I was in the world. So I could travel to exotic locations, just take a laptop and a phone with me, and still be able to generate income at the same time. And so I was inspired by that book, and ever since I went on a journey to getting away from that 9-to-5 job. Now, it wasn't an easy journey. I started by setting up dropshipping businesses and selling products online and selling them on Shopify. So buying them from AliExpress for maybe $5, $10, and I would sell them for maybe $30 or $40 on Shopify. And that was my first attempt, and it was a complete failure. I remember thinking, I can't do this, I can't do online business, I'm going to have to go back to that job. And I remember feeling like a failure so many times early on in my journey. But I persisted, I tweaked the model to start selling high-ticket products, and I started to only partner with suppliers of products in the same country as my customers. So UK suppliers for UK customers. And the difference was huge. Now, with a lot of hard work, sacrifices made, time put in, I built a business that generates consistent profit for me now, and that allows me to live abroad and make these types of videos. I think the moment I realized was when I quit my job. I had a first Monday morning where I wasn't having to report to my 9-to-5 job, and suddenly it was all in my control what I did with my time to continue generating money. And it wasn't easy because it was all on me. I had to have the self-discipline to be able to work without a boss looking at the clock or without someone looking over me all the time. But with that self-discipline, I thrived. I was able to work harder, build a business to the point where I never had to go back to that 9-to-5 job, and I could just work for myself. But the long-term vision was for me to be able to do this work abroad. So I grew up in the UK, and I knew that, especially coming towards this time of year, it's September now, in the UK it starts to get dark and dreary, and I had this vision in my mind of being able to work, continue generating income, but being able to explore the world at the same time. And now, standing before you here in Montenegro, which is where I'll be for the next 4 weeks, and then I'm going to continue on traveling to Spain and then Portugal afterwards. I'm going to document the whole journey for my YouTube channel. So the journey from 9-to-5 to digital nomad, there's lots of sacrifices, hard work, self-discipline, and being able to control your time and outsource parts of your business to VAs. But I'm going to explain all of that to you in future videos, and you can check out my channel as well for other the ways that I hire VAs, where I hire VAs from, and I'm going to explain to you exactly how you can achieve this same lifestyle. So as we look around, I'm in Kotor. In fact, Kotor is just down that side of the fjord, a little bit up the fjord from Kotor, about a 15-minute walk into the town. There's a lovely walk along the front, which I plan to take you on with my YouTube channel. And you can see cruise ships coming in and out all the time into a busy port of Kotor. And I've loved the first 4 or 5 days here. The sun's been shining. I've spent a lot of the day today at the beach down in Kotor. really settling into the place, and I'll be getting back into a bit of a routine of working and of creating these videos. So if you like this type of video, if you'd like to learn more about the life of a digital nomad, then stay around, subscribe, like the video, and comment to ask me questions about my journey now living as a digital nomad. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video. And as I said, if you are interested in getting around people that are living as digital nomads, then I'm creating a community of people who are ambitious and have big dreams to create a life of financial, time, and location freedom. So check that out if you're interested in... Oh, just as I say that, being interrupted by the cruise ship. So I'll just have to wait for that to finish. So that cruise ship is telling you to join the Freedom Builders community. Clearly, I think that's exactly where all those people are going to be going. But if you like the sound of that, if you want to be around ambitious people, then check out that first link in the description. With that said, thanks for watching the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.